Hello everyone, welcome to my political journalism news channel. The story for today is Biden said the US, along with the G7 and European Union, will call for revoking most favored nation status for Russia, referred to as permanent normal trade relations in the US. The status means two nations have agreed to trade under the best possible terms, which can include lower tariffs, fewer barriers to trade and high imports, Biden said. Revoking PNTR for Russia is going to make it harder for Russia to do business with the United States, and doing it in unison with other nations that make up half of the global economy will be another crushing blow to the Russian economy that's already suffering very badly from our sanctions, Biden said. The president said, many issues divide us in Washington, but standing for democracy in Ukraine, pushing Russia's aggression should not be one of those issues. The president also thanked House Speaker Nancy Pelosi for being a strong advocate on this issue and for holding off on the legislation in the House of Representatives until I could line up all of our key allies to keep us in complete unison. A White House official told CNN the goal is to continue hurting Russian oligarchs and the country's wealthiest people by depriving them of their creature comforts, as the US continues to try to put pressure around those close to Putin. It is also aimed at removing ways for these oligarchs to shelter their money, as they are already increasingly closed off from traditional financial avenues, the official said. The US imported 48,867 metric tons of seafood from Russia in 2021, worth about $1.6 billion, according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Crab accounted for the largest portion of those imports, with the US buying more than $1.2 billion worth of frozen snow and red king crab last year. The US does not sell any seafood directly to Russia, as the country banned US exports of seafood and fish in 2014. Imports of Russian vodka to the United States accounted for only 1.3% of total vodka imports in 2021, according to the Distilled Spirits Council of the United States. The president also announced G7 leaders would seek to deny Russia the ability from borrowing from the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank. We're going to continue to squeeze Putin, Biden said, adding that Putin must pay the price for launching an unprovoked attack on Ukraine. The G7 is also stepping up pressure on corrupt Russian billionaires. We're adding new names to the list of oligarchs and their families that we're targeting, and we're increasing coordination among the G7 countries to target and capture their ill-begotten gains, Biden said. They support Putin, they steal from the Russian people, and they seek to hide their money in our countries. CNN reported Thursday that bipartisan talks in the Senate had been taking shape to take more aggressive action on Russia's trade status, after the White House effectively watered down the House-passed bill banning importing Russian oil, natural gas and coal into the U.S. Senator Mike Crapo, an Idaho Republican and the ranking Republican on the Finance Committee, said he probably wouldn't support the House bill without stronger language on its trade status, and made clear there would be an effort to amend it. The question is PNTR, which is absent, and then they had some other stuff on the WTO in there, which is kind of hollow if we don't do PNTR, Crapo said earlier in the day. So, I probably would not support it because it doesn't have the key things that you need for a proper trade response. That is all for today news. Thank you for watching to my channel. Please be sure to leave your comment and subscribe below for more news update.